One of my biggest financial goals before I turn 30 is to actually have a portfolio worth $10 million. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to get there, along with some of my other goals. So keep watching. Hey guys, my name's Ravi Sharma and I'm the founder and buyer's agent here at Search Property. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another episode of Search Property TV. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave me a thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm can really push this video out to the people that really need it. And of course, on this channel, we're talking about Australian real estate, financial independence, and of course, passive income. So if those are topics that you really want to get educated on, join this community by hitting that subscribe button. So at the moment, I'm actually 28, so I'm probably about a year and a half to 2 years away from hitting 30, the magic number, which everyone dreads so much. But I think it's awesome to actually make a video like this so that I can look back at this in a year and a half's time and just see what sort of changes came into my life, how my goals changed, and of course how I pivoted in terms of what I do, but as well as my mindset as well. This video is not a flex. I say this in a lot of my videos where I talk about my personal portfolio, my personal goals. It's really allowing me to share and hopefully inspire some people to actually go out there and, start early with investing or getting their mindset right. And for others, it makes it a little bit more comfortable for them to be listening in their living rooms. You might be one of these people where if this video is out in your living room and it's playing out loud, suddenly those conversations around money, financial independence, and portfolios and investing becomes an everyday thing. It just seems so taboo when it comes to personal finance. Nobody likes to talk about it. And in turn, there's certain people that have different skills and different knowledge. But if we came together and actually shared that, I think we would just be in a more educated space and people would just be happier in turn. So hopefully these videos are not coming across real cringe or, oh, look at this guy, look, he's talking about his portfolio again. I hope it's not like that. It's definitely not my intentions. And if it does start feeling like that, definitely just let me know and I'll stop making these videos. But based on all the response I've gotten, all the positive feedback around, these videos inspiring you guys to actually go out there and do something, I will want to continue doing these videos. I like making them. I think it keeps myself accountable, especially when I'm making videos about goals. So this video is my goals and my financial goals before I turn 30. And be sure to watch all the way till the end because I'm gonna share with you a bit about my YouTube analytics and how exactly I think, based on the growth I'm achieving now, what I think I will be at in terms of subscribers wise by the time I turn 30. So keep watching. Now, before I get into the actual financial goals, I do have sometimes conversations around with people that go, well, Ravi, do you want to maybe enjoy life a little bit? It's not just about properties. It's not just about finance and being financially independent. And I totally agree. In fact, I probably enjoy my life more now than I've ever enjoyed it. And leading up in the last couple of years, because I've had the confidence of having a portfolio that generates that passive income and grows in the background, I actually don't have to save as much money anymore. So contrary to some people going, well, why don't you go on a holiday? Last year in 2019, I went on 6 international trips. Now, yes, a couple of them were for work, but a majority of them were for pleasure. So when I really look at having conversations around should I be enjoying my time and how I should live my life, everyone's different. Some people really value going out every weekend and some people don't. I like having a balance and I also am not a workaholic at all. So if anyone in my inner circle knows me, they know me very well for the fact that I actually really love balance. So as soon as it hits 6 p.m, I'm out. I'm mentally checked out. I'm not doing any work. I'm either reading books or I'm going out and socializing with my friends. So there is a balance. I hope you don't think that money is everything, but the reason I push for these goals and I'm ambitious to achieve these goals is because it actually helps me in terms of my mindset moving forward around financial independence and freedom and choice. So I feel like having financial independence and choice really leads to a happier mindset. That for me is the return on investment. It doesn't matter if these numbers were significantly higher or significantly lower. For me, it's really about mental health for just not myself, but for the people around me. So that would be my parents, my partner, my friends. And it's really about going, if I'm giving up on that, then the money part does not matter. So for me, if those things are working and I'm able to still hit my goals, it allows me to be in a position where I can actually help those guys. So we're gonna start off with property portfolio. So by the age of 30, I want a property portfolio of $10 million. Okay, so at the moment, my portfolio is worth about 4.5 million, made up of 13 properties. So why do I want 10 million? Well, as part of my strategy, what I'm actually doing is I'm gonna continue renting for a while. Why I need $10 million, apart from the fact that it sounds pretty awesome, is the fact that I will plan to sell down some of that portfolio in the next 5 to 7 years. The reason I'm gonna do that is because at that point, I'm gonna transition into buying my own place to live in, my family home, the dream house, the ones that I have as inspo and going, oh, I love the pool, I love this, I love that, and bringing it all together into this one property that my family can live in. So with that, I know that I need to hit certain targets in order for me to purchase that completely debt-free. So if you guys want a video around that strategy, exactly what I'm planning to do to buy a $4 million house, debt-free, then definitely leave a comment down below. I'd love to share that with you guys. Now, tied in with my property portfolio is the passive income I generate from it. So at the moment, I'm generating about $62,000. I've actually got a video I made on this channel about that. So if you're interested in knowing the numbers, you should definitely go check it out. There should be a card that pops up here and a link in the description below. But essentially, at the moment, sitting at about 62,000, I would like that number to be about 90 to 100,000 by the time I turn 30. So I now know there are specific properties that I need to purchase in order for me to get to that number. Earning a cash flow from my portfolio is really a byproduct of the overall strategy. So if it does make me 90 or 100,000 by that time, awesome. But if it doesn't, and I'm still able to hit my other goals, well, that's still gonna balance out and still work out. As you guys know, I run a buyer's agency business. So I've made it very clear on all my socials that I am not planning to be this really big buyer's agency where I'm taking care of like 300-400 clients. I'm not interested in that. What I am interested in is providing value to the guys that come on board. So the clients that are coming on board can really feel the difference between their first experience with another buyer's agent to now coming on board with us, where they really feel like they're in a team. It's not just like you're another number for me, it really is a relationship, because I'm planning to really get to know you here as we work through this journey for the next 5, 7, 10, 15 years, right? Property is a long game. So for me, I would rather have the 100 clients where we actually are able to keep on first name basis and have that relationship where I'll know about you and you'll know about me, so that we can build that relationship and it's fruitful. It seems like it's a lot more easier, and that's why when we go through the process, as much as it's people trying to figure out if they want our services, it's us figuring out whether we want you on board in our inner circle, because we want to keep it tight, we want to get results, and we want to get amazing results, but we know that as soon as you start branching out to 200, 300, 400 clients, you're definitely going to lose out on the quality of properties you're purchasing, but also the relationships and communication definitely falls through. So I've always wanted to be a boutique sort of buyer's agency. Along with that, there's a few other things that I'm going to be bringing into the company. As a goal, by 30, my business will be generating $1 million per annum. Yes, I'm not talking about sales revenue, I'm actually talking about profit. And although it sounds like a lot, I think because I haven't gone through the financials of what my business is currently doing, it does sound like it's a big number. And to be honest, if I got to $600,000-700,000 per annum, that would be far beyond any of my wildest dreams that I would have thought of even 2 years ago. Currently, we're on track. I think we're gonna hit probably about $400,000 to $500,000 as actual profit by the end of next year. So I think it's fair to have an assumption that we're gonna continue that trend up, and it's really gonna be introduced by what we're doing in this space and how it is so different to everything that's being offered at the moment. And I just feel like there is a lack of communication, a lack of innovation when it comes to this space. Everyone seems to be hopping on and plugging in Facebook ads and going, I can make you rich, I can make you rich. Whereas we're trying to do something a little bit different. I'm really trying to make a difference here. It's not just so much about, hey, I can make a lot of money and in turn I'll help you make money. It's really about helping education become the #1 sort of priority for us. It's about mentorship and coaching. It's not just about, hey, I can find you a property and then I'll talk to you again in 18 months time. So I think $1 million per annum, although sounds like a ridiculous number, I need to start putting it out into the universe, because if we're on track to hit $500,000 this year in profit, I think $1 million won't be a stretch. So by the age of 30, along with the whole business aspect, I want to help at least 100 Australians through the buyer's agency. So I'm not talking about just 100 clients that, sort of buy multiple properties. I'm talking about 100 individual people where I'm able to actually make a difference. Now that could be one property, it could be 7 properties, but I really want to make a difference in people's lives. And I think 100 being a round number is the goal to achieve. So I would feel amazing more so if I was to help 100 people versus hitting some crazy personal milestones. Because for me, it's really about helping. Having all this knowledge about property, which a lot of people don't really have. And when it comes to Australian property, there's not many people educating out there anyway. So if I've got that knowledge, I want to share it as much as I can. And in order for me to do it at scale, I'm actually bringing out something this coming week. So definitely subscribe to the channel, follow me on my socials, because I'm going to launch what I'm launching, and it seems very exciting. To me, I'm nervous as to how everyone's going to receive it, but I also know how much value and how much change can come about by me bringing this out to the community like yourselves. So really do appreciate the support so far on the channel. I definitely hope that it goes to plan, and that you guys actually see the value in what I'm trying to bring out. So definitely keep your eyes on the socials as well as your ears out loud. For when that drops, I'm definitely going to push it out, and so that you guys can actually take advantage of something that's, I think, unique, and this is the first time in Australian real estate being offered on this scale. So I'm definitely excited, so definitely keep an eye out for that. My other portfolio I want to have at $300,000. Something I don't talk about on this channel often, or at all really, is my portfolio outside of real estate. So I actually have a portfolio, and if you would like to know exactly what that's made up of, definitely leave me a comment down below saying I want to know about what's in your portfolio. And if there's enough interest there, then I'll definitely make a video about this. But essentially at the moment, my other portfolio is made up of a few things and is worth $85,000. Now I would like for that to be by the age of 30 at around that $300,000 mark. And really that's me diversifying outside of real estate. I know that these certain things definitely hold a lot more value to me than just purely a numbers game. There's a lot more thought behind that portfolio. So if you do want to know about that, definitely leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to make a video. So as a summary, let's just recalculate exactly what I want to achieve as my financial goals by the age of 30. So my property portfolio will be worth $10 million. Passive income I generate from that will be $100,000. My business will generate $1 million in profit for the year. I will then in turn help 100 Australians through the buyer's agency. My other portfolio will grow to $300,000. And now comes YouTube. YouTube has been amazing for me. The growth that I've experienced has been exponential, and I'm super grateful because it's support from you, from liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, and sharing the videos that's really allowed this to become a platform so that so many people can actually learn from it. Your comments, your likes, everything all plays a part into the algorithm. So a huge heartfelt thank you for it. And it's just testament to the fact that although you may think, what's one like gonna do? What's one comment or one subscription? Or maybe I'll share it to my brother. Like, those things seem so small, but if 10, 15, or 20 of you guys can actually do that per video, it's really gonna make a difference to help me produce more content, but it also means that you're helping your fellow mates, people outside in your community that can actually benefit from this. There's education out here that I don't think a lot of people are talking about because it comes across bias, it comes across like they're trying to sell you something. I'm genuinely trying to put out free education so that you guys can take advantage of that. If you are taking advantage of certain things I talk about in my videos and then go and execute on that, drop me an email, let me know. Like, it's not just about coming on board and, oh, look, Ravi's now gonna get paid because I'm part of his agency. No, it's definitely not that. I've always been passionate about helping people, and now that I can do that on a platform like this around Australian real estate, honestly, I sit here and make these videos. There's a reason I produce so much of this content, is because I genuinely enjoy it. So if that means that we can get this video up to 200 likes, that would be amazing. So it'd be amazing thing to do right now would be to drop a thumbs up for me right now. And if you haven't commented already on any of the previous videos, or you may want a specific video, definitely leave a comment down below because it will help, honestly. So in terms of the growth I'm experiencing at the moment, on average, I'm growing at about 40 subscribers per day. Now, if I was to look at it, currently my subscribers are at about 2,800. So if you're watching this in the future, hopefully those numbers have increased. But essentially right now, 2,800 is how much I'm sitting on. So if I continued that growth, and we know that on YouTube it is exponential growth, but we're just gonna use the average. If we go at 40 per day for the next 365 days, a video that I make in a year's time, I should have an extra 14,600 subscribers, which would take my total to 17,400, which, you know, I mean, when I think about that and I was to go, hey, if I put 17,000 people in a room that I could educate about real estate, I would actually be so happy. And that's where YouTube really is helping a lot of people because it's scalable. I'm not able to get to 17,000 people on the phone. I can't even get to 2,800 people on the phone. So this is where I really want to push YouTube being that forefront in terms of education, putting out more content for you guys. And if you enjoy it, then of course share it with someone because now we can really build that community out. I do have a private Facebook group where we are having conversations every single day. You know, we're having 5 to 10 posts where people are asking questions, people in the community are helping, and it's a really good environment that I'm very proud of that allows people to really find out and figure out how they can shift in their own lifestyle, in their own financial goals. And that to me is really powerful. So if you're not part of it, there's a link in the description. Definitely come and join. It is a private group, so you just need to fill in some details, and that way we're able to ensure that we're not finding just randoms trying to sell you shit on there. No, this is a closed off community really around trying to build our financial literacy and help each other grow. So in 365 days, we're gonna be on that number, but I'm gonna turn 30 in 2 years, right? So by the time I turn 30, the total number of subscribers I would have if we grew at that exact same pace would be 32,200. Incredible. Like, if we hit that number, I'm going to be very, very happy. As always, with goals that you have set aside, you really need to have a bit of a stretch target. So I'm gonna put it out there into the universe. By the time I'm 30, I would like to have 50,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. And of course, your support is going to play a major role in how we really achieve that. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please, please, please share it with someone. And of course, give me your feedback. I am so open to this. I know that as part of my journey growing on YouTube has been on the back of you guys hitting me up, DMing me on Instagram or hitting me up on Facebook and saying, hey, Ravi, have you tried this? Or have you tried this? So definitely let me know. And I'm super passionate about this stuff. So if you have any sort of questions that you want answered, again, let me know. Comments on these videos are what I look at first, and then I'll look at emails later because I do get flooded with them. Over here, it's very easy to sort of respond and sort of build that relationship with you guys. And of course, I want to know who watches my video. So the more information, the better it is. Guys, thank you so much for watching all the way through. And of course, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.